The USS Enterprise is still out of commission. It's still being worked on. So ignore all the background noises. That's my Minterprise being worked on. I'm Minsalad and I saw Star Trek The Animated Series Season 1, Episode 14, The Slaver Weapon. It is directed by Hal Sutherland, written by Larry Niven. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. The USS Enterprise is transporting this very sacred box to this planet. This box is from an ancient civilization, and these boxes can be used to locate the other boxes. So they deliver this box to the civilization in which they're delivering it to, and the civilization's like, hey, how about we go to the other box? Let's look at what the other box is doing. And so they're in transport, and then when they get on the planet, boom, they're immediately attacked by these cat creatures. Like, they got saber-toothed tiger-esque vibes to them for sure. It's also an icy planet, so I'm guessing it's more of the saber-tooth variety based on saber-toothed tigers coming from a very icy place. There's also this weapon, right? This very powerful weapon that they don't want to get these people in the hands of, this alien species. And guess what? They get into the hands, they get imprisoned. The USS Enterprise, a lot of the officers that go down, they get tied up, all nice and tied up, nice and tight. The only reason they're able to escape is that these idiot doofuses misuse the weapon. The weapon is smart enough to be like, hey, you have to put a bunch of voice commands in order to use this weapon. It's like that powerful of a weapon. And then whenever these people use the voice commands wrong, the weapon tricks these people into having it explode and killing these people off. And then the USS Enterprise is safe and they can go on their merry way. This is pretty predictable, not gonna lie. I always know that they're always gonna get out of their predicament, but I really like these creatures, these cat creatures with like some sort of astronaut suit on. They look really weird and bulky, but they look really cool. I like how they're drawn in this series. I swear they must be interested in cats or something in the behind the scenes of this, because why is there a cat member on the main bridge? And now we're introduced to a cat species. This is one of those cases where these people are captured, the USS Enterprise people are captured, and instead of letting their enemies know, hey, you're handling something that has to be delicately handled, you're not going to be able to use that at all, it's password protected, they just let their enemies use that weapon and destroy it, and destroy themselves. And I think that's pretty clever. I think that's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Honestly, there's not much else to talk about this episode other than it's a very journey-heavy episode, and then when you get to the ice planet, then they're stuck there for a while. And I like hearing how they're thinking about getting out of these situations. I feel like this is the type of episode where they're getting out of a tiffy. How do they get out of a tiffy? Well, luck. Personally, because it's so luck-based, I personally am not a huge fan of how they got out of this situation. I just think it's a little bit too easy. But also, I do like, it's part of the message of this episode is that, I don't know if there's like a theme, but I do think that the message is that if you have a weapon and you don't know how to use it, don't even try handling it. It might destroy you. I don't think that was the message, but that just is what happened to all these people. They didn't know how to use the weapon and they ended up destroying themselves because the power was in the wrong hands. The good power, a lot of power, was put into the wrong hands. That's what happened here. And so I think I gotta give this episode, it's a solid, it's like a 6.3 out of 10. If you like this, if you watch another one on the platform really likes that, if I haven't reviewed on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit them Patreon requests in at patreon.com/ASEPresents for one movie review for 1 month for $20 dinos a month. And you also support the daily grindness by going to this link tree right here, all that fun jazz. And until next time, Minsalad saw, I'll see you later. My side clips on the big bits. And normally I'd beam up right about now, but last episode I beamed up, and then I beamed down, and I crash landed, and then I died. So I don't want to go through that again, so I'm just gonna walk away. Goodbye.